All right. It's good to see everybody. Welcome to the final day of the Think and Grow Rich Masterclass for Network Marketers. I'm Brian Dalmaso, and I'm really pleased, and it's a pleasure to be presenting you with this information tonight. We're going to take a deep dive into sales, and as it relates to network marketing, sales and mindset. So again, if you're just catching the last day here and you registered, you're going to get all 3 days emailed out to you in a nice package. So the first day, again, was mindset. We took a deep dive really into the mindset of business. It's not just for network marketers. And then yesterday, my daughter and our team, part of our team, our marketing team with Yasmin, took a deeper dive into marketing and branding so you guys could learn to brand yourself. When people are signing up for your network marketing business, they're more buying you than they are the business itself. So that was a very important class last night. And then tonight, we're going to work on sales, the art of sales, and it is an art, and also some of the methods of operation. So before we get going there, guys, if you just type in the chat, I can see where people are coming in. If you'd retype again, I'm just curious. I know we got Texas in the house. Go ahead and type in the chat to see where you guys are coming in. And we got London, we got Toronto, we got Boston, South Carolina, Bermuda. That's awesome. Trinidad, that's crazy. London, I don't know what time it is over there. Alabama, Fort Worth, London, Michigan. I know we got the Wolf in the house. We got Frank the Tank in the house. We get the Poconos, a lot of 2 a.m. over there. Trinidad and Tobago. Nice. Utah, Big Wolf, Savannah. Awesome, guys. Well, it's good to see everybody here. Welcome to the final chapter in our saga here, and we're going to get right into it. I want to start with a little bit of the mechanics, right? Daily methods of operation. And guys, this is not that hard. A lot of people I see when they start network marketing businesses or even companies in general, I mean, there's not 100 things you guys need to do. There's only 3 or 4 things that if you get real good at them and do them in a repetitive manner, you're going to build any business, whether it's network marketing, real estate, excuse me, or anything else. So number one, you got to study for your mind. And that's why we created the Mindset Masters, right? You got to do something to feed your mind because we constantly need new information that's going to help us grow and stretch and think. So you want to study for your mind every day. And that's why we do the little daily doses, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? You don't need to study for 5 hours a day, but you just need something to put your mind in a high vibration. The second thing you guys got to do is study for your craft, right? Study network marketing, whether it's my buddy Ray Higdon or whether it's my other buddy Eric Worre, old school, new skill. You want to study something in your craft, the language, the methodology, social media. We also teach network marketing inside of the Mindset Masters, although we're more working on your mind. It's not just a network marketing platform. It's for everybody, regardless. So you definitely want to study something in your industry to get the language down. And then the last thing, guys, is daily measurable action. Now, this is not rocket science. If you do these 3 things in a repetitive manner, right, you don't have to worry about the outcome. I promise you, we teach this all over the world. If you just surrender to this and stop guessing and wondering and put all your energy into improving your mindset, improving your craft, and taking daily measurable action, then you're going to be successful. Time is the only variable. So what we're doing here, guys, is the repetition, right? You got to get on the right side of the equation here. You can't be on the left side of the equation. Any time that you're spending worrying or doubting is time you're not spending in acceleration and faith and moving towards your business. You're literally just wasting time. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Worrying is like praying for what you don't want, right? Now, I know that this makes sense initially, but this is why we have the Mindset Masters, is because you can understand this chart intellectually and still not get it with your subconscious mind, and the body doesn't take action. You'll get off this seminar and then you'll be fired up for tomorrow and you'll take a little action, but then next week comes around and you're right back into your old paradigms. That's because these habits are stored in your subconscious mind. So that's why we have the Mindset Masters. I mean, it's 67 cents a day, so there's really no investment, but it's to keep you on track. It's a like-minded community. I mean, like we got people like the Wolf, we got people like Frank in there. We got amazing people all over the world that are also adding value in the community. It's not just us blathering at you guys, right? There's people in the community that are adding. So it's action, right? It's getting on the side of knowledge, putting the body in motion, and getting this thing to move, right? Everything starts from the no thing to and through you into the something. And that's what building a network marketing business is, guys. So with the Mindset Masters, what we're doing is we're covering your accountability, right? You show up every day, you catch a little nugget. It's like, oh my God, I didn't think about it that way. And then you put it into action. And then on the Monday nights, we're all holding each other accountable too. So it's accountability, it's community, right? Most of you guys, everybody, your friends are looking at you, you got 3 heads because you're doing this thing and you're telling them you're going to be rich, and you're just not around a community of like-minded people, right? So I think we have about 16 countries represented. I'm telling you, we are a global community. And then the mindset, right? There's nowhere else I know in the world where you can get this kind of training, this depth of training for 67 cents a day. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Come and join the community. If these courses are resonating with you, this is what you get. We take a deeper dive and we give you guys the repetition. So guys, you got to take daily measurable action. I mean, this is not a hard concept. In a network marketing, I was talking to some guy today in my downline, really bright young guy, super bright, and just overcomplicating it, totally overcomplicating. I said, dude, there's one thing you got to do. Reach out to 5 new people a day. I don't care even what they say, right? But you got to, the fuel or the currency or what we're doing is we're reaching out to people. If you're a roofer, right, then you have to lay shingles of roofing. You have to lay squares of roofing every day. You got to go to work and roof. And you can't just go to work and not roof because you won't get paid. If you're an engineer, then you got to go to work and design. Well, with network marketers, your go-to work is just prospecting. That's it. You got to feed the pipeline. And you can't get all emotional about it. It's just part of the deal. It doesn't matter what people say. It just matters that you're prospecting. If you're studying your mind, you're studying your craft, you're reaching out to people. So ask yourself this. Matter of fact, why don't we do this? Type your number in the chat. How many new people a day are you reaching out to? I don't care if they say yes or no. How many new people a day? Go ahead and type in the chat. Let's see what we got. 30 a day. That's good. 60, 100. Those are big numbers. 17, 10. 10's good. 50 to 70, 10 a day. That's good. 2, you want to bring that number up. No offense, but you guys don't want to be 1, 5, at least 10 a day. 10 people takes 10 minutes. It's 10 text messages or 10 LinkedIn messages, right? So let's get your numbers up. Now, what I want you guys to do, because I know you're all hungry, the numbers that you typed in the chat, I want you guys to start doubling those. Even the ones that said 100, you guys are probably half the full time. Pick up the numbers. Watch what happens. And yes, Nancy, you definitely want to be honest. We don't want anybody to fib here. But what I'm saying to you is don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate. Open up your phone. Just reach out to somebody. Hey, you're in nursing. I thought of you. I have something I want to run by you. Maybe it's a fit. Maybe it's not. But let's get on a quick phone call. I see you have a daycare. I have a business that might be able to help you. I'm not sure if it's a fit or not, but let's get on a phone call. Just text, LinkedIn message, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, right? Let's up these numbers, because what we lack in skills in the beginning, we make up for in numbers. All right, guys? So prospecting. And then another thing you want to track is follow-ups and escalations. See, I track my new people, and I also track follow-ups, right? Network marketing is a process of escalations. It's very rare you're just going to present to somebody and they sign that night. Usually, you have to present the business, answer some questions, and you might need to get on a call with an upline. You might need to do another call and talk about the industry. You might need to bring them to a meeting, right? So you got to get really good at escalating and not losing track of people. Think about it as education, right? That's what we're doing. I tell people, listen, it doesn't matter to me if you do this or not. I'm just reaching out because I can see how this would fit into your life. Why don't you take the time to get educated? And by the end, you'll be able to figure out if this is a fit or not. All right, guys, so follow-ups and escalations, and then surrendering to the process. You got to just surrender to the process, right? You can't start any business and then wonder if it's going to work every day, right? You can't worry and doubt and fear and wonder if it's going to work. You got to just surrender to the process and put the numbers up. So I want you to think about this. For those of you that are doing, 20, 30, 40 a day, and if you're studying in your mind, you're already a six-figure a month earner. As soon as you can imagine it, the thought energy is real, right? The only thing you're doing now is becoming a vibrational match through repetition and action. So that's what I mean about surrender to the process. It's impossible in network marketing if you're reaching out to the numbers you're saying and you're working on your skills, you're getting better at your language, right? You're going to start to build a business. And then 6 months later, some of the people from 6 months ago, the COVID virus hits and now they're out of employment and say, hey, what was that thing you were doing, bro? But if you're in and out and in and out, nobody wants to follow in and out, in and out. That's not network marketing. That's you being in and out, right? Network marketing is a business of consistency. You got to do 5 hours a week. All right, guys? So this is some daily measurable action. You got to get a daily method of operation. And I always tell people when I'm working with them in any business, if you can't point to your calendar and show me where you're working your business, then you're not in business. And I mean, even part-time, 15 minutes a day should be on your calendar, and then maybe an hour on the weekend, right? There's a minimum weekly method of operation. So when we're talking about your weekly method of operation, you want to be plugging into at least one training and presentation. There's no ways around that, guys. And I don't care if you're brand new or the top income earner in your company, you need to be plugging in watching a presentation, getting better and better, either that or hosting one yourself like I do. Tuesday nights for me, I don't miss. I don't care if I have a $10 million construction contract. It's not happening at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. That makes sense, guys? So type of 1 on the chat if that makes sense. You got to be 100% in your business for certain periods of time. This is how I can run multiple businesses. When I'm running my construction company, I'm 100% in for an hour here. If I'm running my software company, boom. I have a 2-hour meeting, I'm 100% in, the phone's off. If I'm working my network marketing company, then I'm working my network marketing company. So you can be all in for 15 minutes at a time. People confuse that all the time, right? Another thing that I was just working with Maurice over there in London. We taught them to do a weekly Zoom prospecting meeting. You guys want to take my advice on this one. Get together with your team on Saturday mornings and just text blitz, reach out to people, encourage each other. What are you saying? What are you saying? What's working? If you're going to prospect anyway, why not invite your team on from all over the world, even if it's just a team of 2 of you, and prospect together? Maurice was telling me, I think they're doing this every day now. It's like blowing his business up. There's one little shift, all right, guys? Weekly prospecting, Zoom meeting. And then, again, promotions and follow-up. You want to become a promoter, right? The highest paying skill in network marketing is promotions. If you don't believe me, ask Alex Morton from IML. Ask him what the highest paid thing is. He's a promoter. He goes all over the globe promoting his company, right? You got to promote the service. You got to promote the weekly meetings. You got to promote each other. You got to promote the culture. Promotions, guys. Make sure you guys are mastering the skill of promotions, all right? I'm going to give you guys some paradigm shifting tools. That's the other thing. You got to shift your mindset, right? If you just started in network marketing, or if you've been in the industry and you're not doing well, and you got to throw that out the window. That's not the industry. That's you, right? So we got to shift the paradigm. We got to shift the programs that are causing the results. And some of the ways to do that are goal cards, vision boards, and life script, right? And we're gonna touch on this here, guys. But if you really want to grab a hold of this, come join us in the Mindset Masters. We have a deep dive lesson. Actually, we have a half a dozen lessons on life script, more on vision boards, more on goal cards right there in the units. We're going to give you an overview here, guys, because the goal card is something. If you don't have a goal card, then you're part of the 99%. And I want to teach you about something here. There's only 3% of the world that has a goal. I want you to think about this. 3% of the world can articulate, this is my goal over the next 12 months, 5 years, lifetime. There's only 1% of the world has a written goal on a goal card, right? Think about this, because 1% of the population is controlling 96% of the wealth on the planet. You got to have a goal card. If you don't have a goal card, I mean, I can't reach through here and slap you, but I would. You got to get a goal card. It's just a short, clear, concise paragraph that you carry around with you. This I am doing. This is where I am going, right? It's carried in your pocket, in your purse. Read it every morning and read it every night 10 times out loud. If you're embarrassed to do this, then you're not, you're not committed to your goal. It shouldn't embarrass you to read your goal out loud in front of your spouse, your kids, or anybody, yourself, right? This is where you're going. And again, if you're embarrassed about it, there's no fault or blame here, but it does highlight self-image issues. And that's why you need to join the Mindset Masters. We have masterminds on self-image and things of that nature. All right, guys. And again, 1% of the population has their goals written. So make sure you have a goal card. Vision boards. Here's an interim piece, right? A lot of people think that vision boards are kind of unicorns and rainbows, right? Guys, type a 7 in the chat if you have a goal card. Let me see what you guys got here. Rachel, Joe, Allison, the Wolf, 7. Yes, I do. Good. Awesome. And it's about 120 people on here, so we should have 127. There we go. Awesome. So vision board. Vision board is the thing that you use to connect the dots in between the time you set the goal and the time you achieve the goal. I want you to think about this. When you set a goal, you need to draw the visuals out. What does it look like? 100K a month. Well, what does that mean to you, right? What does that mean? It's the results of the goal achieved. The goal is just like 100K a month by January 1, 2020, right? Or January 1, 2021. That's the number. That's for your subconscious mind. That's the GPS. This is where I'm going. But the pictures, like where are you living? Who are you hanging out with? What do the vacations look like? You know, what's the car look like? What are you doing with it? If it's charity, you might have a group of people. If it's a company, you might show a picture of a company and do some Photoshop, and you can have fun with this, right? Right? So a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it really reinforces the goal to the subconscious mind. Every time you look at the vision board, your subconscious takes a snapshot of the whole thing. All right, guys, we think in pictures, and I'm going to prove this to you. Right? If you go back to the days of the caveman in the Stone Age, we find the hieroglyphics and these paintings and the carvings on walls, right? And there was pictures of like the big hunt with animals with arrows sticking out of them and things like that, right? And what you got to understand that these cavemen and these early tribes, what they were doing, what they were drawing on the walls, they weren't drawing something that happened. They didn't go out and hunt and like, that was awesome, and then draw a picture of awesomeness and you know, hunting and killing, right? What they were doing is they were drawing pictures on the wall of what they wanted to come into action. I want you to think about that. Before that, they could really even speak. When they were grunting and groaning, they could draw, and they were calling to the gods. They were putting energy out into the universe to call into existence the little animals to come around so they could hunt. They were praying to the gods, right? Putting energy out to the universe. Whether you believe in science or theology, it's the same thing. It's putting energy out with your mind to get in harmony, to get in vibration with what you want. Does that make sense, guys? Type a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. This is why we use vision boards. We think in pictures. You don't think in words. And even when I'm talking to you, I paint pictures in your mind. That's why I have a slideshow, by the way, right? That's why this is what a vision board looks like. If I try to explain the vision board, you're going to get an idea, but take a look. Here's a 4-foot by 8-foot vision board. It's one of my vision boards. I have 3 of them. And you can see, you know, that some of the houses I want, right? Here's the lake house that I'm in right now. It was on my vision board 2 years ago. 2 years ago, right? And here it is from Google Earth. I'm sitting right there. And guess what? One of the things that's in the dock right now is a nice new $100,000 boat that we just bought. Just came in today, right? So you got to use the vision board to show why the 100K a month, the enjoyment. And I have other things. There's no right or wrong to it, right? But you can see that I have things that I want up here on the board. All right. So again, guys, we think in pictures. So make sure you have a vision board. And I always say small vision board, small vision. Get yourself a big ass vision board, a vision wall, right? I have one of the rooms in my house has 3 of these walls that have vision boards on it. And I also have a vision book, right? I have a vision book on my nightstand. All the 8.5 by 11 pictures, they're in a laminated book. And I flip through and it's just pictures, right? I'll play my meditation, I'll play my life script, and I flip through the book as I go to sleep. And absolutely amazing. Yeah, vision door, Jaleesa. I love it. Whatever works for you. Some people do it on their fridge. My buddy Warner, he has pictures all over his refrigerator. But the idea is we think in pictures, and you want to remind yourself where you're going, because there's plenty of things on the news and the media and just all around you that are pulling you in the wrong direction. All right, guys. And the last thing I want to go over here is the life script. And again, we're just scratching the surface here. If you really want to impact your life, you really want to hit your goals, join us in the Mindset Masters, and at least join us for 30 days and check it out and come see what all the buzz is about. All right. The state of mind must be the feeling of the wish fulfilled, right? So the state of mind must be the vibration or the frequency of your goal as if it already happened. That's what a life script is. It's you brainwashing yourself. It's the written and spoken story of your life as if. And my life script is about 28 minutes long, almost a half hour long now. But it started as about 5 minutes. And I was just giving gratitude, 5 minutes of, or a couple of minutes of gratitude. I'm grateful for my house and my daughter and my family and friends and my health and the fact that I can turn on a faucet and get warm running water. This is what I was saying, you know. And then I started speaking all the goals that I had in my businesses and even physical fitness and tapping into the infinite. And mine's pretty long. We have a very elaborate, well, not elaborate, but I have my life script in the units inside of the Mindset Masters. So if you're wondering how to do that, you know what? Here's a little hack. Join the Mindset Masters for a month. You can come in and steal everything and leave, right? Whatever you guys want to do, it's not, you know, it's not a get rich quick scheme. We're building this for you guys. We're building the community so that we can impact people all over the world. So you're brainwashing yourself. That's what a life script is. You're brainwashed right now, by the way. So don't get alarmed by the term brainwash. You're brainwashed right now by society. Think about it. We're born a blank slate. Like, whoever thought like going to public school was the right idea? I mean, they don't really teach you much of anything, and I'm not beating up on the school systems, but they don't teach you, you know, real estate or Forex trading or decision or self-image, right? They should teach you in high school about real estate, right? Get a paper route, you know, work at the grocery store, save up a few bucks. By the time you graduate high school, go buy a 3-family, live in the bottom floor, rent out the other 2, start to build a real estate portfolio. You can save all that money and become a real estate tycoon. By the time you're 22, you can be a multi-millionaire. All right, guys, so the life script is for you brainwashing yourself, and it's called the actor's technique. And I'm going to give you an example here. Think of your favorite actor. Think of your favorite actor. And when you watch them on the big screen, right, you get lost. You don't see them acting. You don't see Will Smith acting. You don't see Robin Williams when he was acting. He became the person. Now, Heath Ledger in the movie Batman as the Joker, he stayed in character morning, noon, and night. He played that character, such a dark character. And he used the life script, right, the script of his character over and over and over again to become the Joker. And he did it so well that he couldn't really come out of it. And unfortunately, he committed suicide because he got into a deep depression. Now, the guy was 28 years old, multimillionaire, smoking hot wife, like amazing life. This is how powerful life scripts can be. You're rewriting the script, right? Most people are stuck thinking about the past, so they get more of the past. We teach you to dream the future, and you will create the future, not by opinion, but by physics and science and transmutation of energy. All right, guys, type a 1 in the chat if this is resonating. I know sometimes I get off track here. I'm just so fired up about this stuff, and I want to make sure we're not losing anybody here. Awesome, awesome. A lot of 1s. Cool. So, guys, play along with me here. And again, if you've seen this, no cheating here. In the history of rain dances, in the history of tribes in the world here, there was one tribe that every single time they did a rain dance, it rained. Every single time in recorded history, right? Now, every other tribe in history, it was very sporadic. More of a coincidence than anything, right? So I want you guys to type in the chat, why do you think that this one tribe in history, every single time they did a rain dance, it rained? Type in the chat, why do you think that is? Every time, vibration is a good answer. They had the belief, unwavering faith. I love it. Belief. Consistency. There we go. They believed. Gratitude. Frank the Tank. Here you go, buddy. Law of attraction. It was the law of attraction because they could really boogie. My man. Nolan Davis. What's up, brother? Faith. Yeah, guys, the reason why it rained every time they danced is because they danced until it rained. Let that one sink in. They danced until it rained. 6 hours, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. They kept on dancing, right? Network marketing, you got to do that. You cannot pick it up and put it down. You got to touch it a little bit every day. Reach out to your downline. Give a little love. Maybe reach out for a customer. Show the business, right? Never give up. Never surrender. You got to dance until it rains. And I don't care if this is network marketing or real estate or a restaurant business or anything, right? They pulled a Henry Ford, exactly. All right, guys, so make sure you get that. When I say surrender to the process, you want to just be happy you're alive and reach out to people. And like the rest will take care of itself, all right? All right, guys. So again, what we're doing here, wealth is 95% mindset. That's why I created the Mindset Masters, and 5% what you do. All right. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I could teach you to be a multimillionaire at basket weaving because we have the internet, right? So 95% mindset. Now, guys, we're going to get a little bit now into the sales side of things, right? I gave you some methods of operation, very simple stuff. What we're going to do now is really get into the art of sales, the art of sales. I love sales. I didn't know what sales was many years ago, but sales is not something you do to somebody. It's something you do for them. I'm going to say that again. This is not something you do to somebody just to collect the cash and run. Sales is something you do for somebody. It's the art of educating somebody on something they may not understand so you can improve the quality of their life. And yes, this is recorded. If you registered, guys, if you registered for this, you're going to get the recordings in a nice little package so that you can use them for your team. You can run your own seminars and trainings. So we're going to get this out to you guys. All right. So we're going to be talking about the art of sales. Now, sales is an art form. Sales is human to human, right? There's no way to really get this. It's an emotional thing. I don't care if you're selling somebody into your network marketing company, selling a new home, selling cars, selling somebody on the idea that they should marry you, selling your kids on the idea that they should do their homework before they do X, Y, and Z, right? Sales is sales is sales, and we're all selling. Without sales, the entire world stops. So I want you to think about that. If you have any kind of a paradigm about selling, there is nothing on this planet that happens until somebody starts selling, right? So you got to fall in love with your craft and your industry. There's in any company, I could take any company, there's two divisions in the General Electric company. There's sales and sales support, right? All that research and design, manufacturing, product distribution, sourcing, all that to come up with products. Now you got to sell them. You got sales and sales support, baby. That's the way it is. So think about this. Now in network marketing, you're on both sides of the equation. So understand what sales is, right? Sales is something you do for somebody. Ideally, when you're in network marketing, you're trying to turn the lights on for somebody that might be stuck in a dead-end job, and you're trying to show them the leverage and scale and the love in the community of the gateway drug. That's what I call network marketing. It was a gateway drug into entrepreneurship, and you're trying to educate them, right? So what you want to do is get into a high vibration. You see, in your conscious mind, if you're telling them, man, you'd be great at this, and this is the best thing for you, but in your subconscious mind, you're saying, man, I haven't recruited somebody in 4 weeks. Like, I need somebody. I just need this dude to sign up. I don't even care what he does, but I need, right? If that's going on in your subconscious mind, you're sending a chaotic vibration, just like putting a bare wire in a light socket and grabbing their hand and shaking it. It's no different, guys. Energy transmits to and through people. You don't have to be touching somebody for this to happen, right? It's the law of vibration. So it doesn't matter what you're saying and what you're doing with your body, right? Or the presentation. If you're in a double binding message with your vibration, they're going to feel it. It's not going to feel good to be around you, and they're not buying. All right. But if in your subconscious mind, you're honest about it, and you're like, this industry has done a lot of things for me. Like, I might not be making that much money yet, but man, the community and the love and the people, like, and then your story starts to be on the same frequency, right? Now your conscious, your subconscious, and your body are all in harmony, and you will start making the sale. So you don't have to be making $1 million a month to sell somebody into network marketing. Everything I have in my life came from network marketing, right? Everything. That's where it led me to all these other companies. It led me to Bob Proctor. It taught me to teach and coach and train, taught me public speaking. It taught me sales. I mean, it taught me everything. Before that, I was in mechanical engineering, architecture, construction. I mean, I had some sales, I guess, in my construction company, but everything happened for me after I started pursuing personal development inside of network marketing. So when I sell somebody into my network marketing company, I just tell my story. And then my network marketing company just happens to be a vehicle that we're going to go rock and roll together. Does that make sense, guys? Type a 7 in the chat if that makes sense. You gotta sell people into the industry, right? More than even into your own business. And when you get good at that, you're gonna make some sales. So, right, this is an art form. It's a path to agreement. It's a path to agreement. You gotta hold somebody's hand. I want you guys to picture this. Next time you're with a prospect and you're selling your company, right? Think of a long hallway, long ass hallway. And at the end of the hallway, think of the movie The Matrix, right? That's why we named our company the Matrix Success Network. There's a door all the way at the end of the hallway, long ass hallway. And there's doors that are going left and right all the way down the hallway. Your job is to hold their hand and present to them and close those doors, close off all the other paths all the way down the hallway. And they're talking about time. It's like, everybody's got the same amount of time. We can do this in 15 minutes a day. And well, I don't have the money. Well, right. You gotta handle these objections and close those doors all the way down the hallway to lead them down the path to agreement, which is the door that you want them to walk through. All right, guys, sales is an art form and you can get really good at it. But in the beginning, like I said, what you lack in skills, you make up for a number, right? There's no failure. There's just feedback. There's no rejection. You're not getting rejected. That's just feedback. It just means you got to get a little better. All right. So let's learn to condition these things what they really are. All right. So during the path to agreement, there's 6 steps. You got attention. You got to build it. You got to catch their attention. Grant Cardone says this, right? You got to boom, boom. You got to catch their attention, right? Do something. Shake their hand. Give them a hug. Raise your tonality. You just got to catch their attention because they got the attention span of a goldfish, right? And then you got to build some interest. You got to build desire. You got to lead them down the path and then take action, sign them up. And then when they sign up, you're not done, by the way. You got to show them results and then give them service. All right, this is sales. This is the path to agreement, professional selling. And we're giving you a capful tonight, guys. If you really want to dig into this, we're going to do a 3-hour training inside of the Mindset Masters on the path to agreement alone. All right, guys, let's talk about attention. You can catch attention by shock, fascination, humor, statistics, right? Did you know that 16 million people last week, filed for unemployment because of the COVID virus, and most of these people are operating home-based businesses now, right? That would be statistics. You can catch their attention with humor or fascination, right? So you want to catch their attention some way, shape, or form. And then once you have their attention, you got to keep it because people have an 8-second attention span. All right, a lot of noise going on out there, a lot of different things going on. And you got to make it, that last one, you got to make it all about them. You got to make it all about them. Yes, you need to tell your story, but your story can't be 4 hours long. It can't be the highlight of the whole thing, right? Your story is only used to show them where you were and how this industry benefited you, right? That's what your story is. But then it's got to be all about them, right? You got to catch their attention and start asking key questions that are going to keep them involved in the story. So I like to use radical transparency in any sale and anything I do, right? I coach people with radical transparency. I don't bullshit anybody. You know what I mean? People appreciate the radical truth. Is this network marketing? Of course it is. Yeah. What is your understanding of what network marketing is? Well, my cousin, he had a garage full of product and a pyramid scheme, blah, blah, blah. I let them vent all that out and I just educate them on what it is, And the radical truth here is that a professional network marketer, can earn what a professional surgeon earns in a year. We can do that in a month. Now, is that everybody? No, a professional network marketer. Most of the people you've come into contact with are just people that tried network marketing. There's a higher failure rate in real estate than there is network marketing. So I just educate people with radical transparency. Tell them the truth. Don't blow your numbers up either, right? This is not a lottery ticket. It's network marketing. It's a global industry where there's very low overhead, right? You can sign up for pennies and you have a global, in most cases, you have access to a global distribution system. And we're leveraging and scaling, but it's work. And quite honestly, Mr. Prospect, if you can't commit 5 hours a week, a half hour here, a half hour there, an hour with us on Saturday mornings, then this business model is not for you. And by the way, neither is any other business model. So let's be honest with people, right? People appreciate honesty and transparency. So that's number one. All right, guys. In 85 years, Bob has never seen anybody achieve a high level of success without a mentor and a proven system. So when you're talking to them, let them know that you have a proven system. That's the beauty of network marketing. You don't have to figure out the business plan. It's a proven system. And offer yourself as a mentor. And if it's not you, if you're brand new, then make sure you have your upline or somebody connect with them on a 3-way call. Get them somebody that they feel confident in, right? Because in 85 years, Bob has never seen anybody achieve anything at a high level without a series of mentors. All right, guys? Not Alex. A lot of you guys know Alex, not Grant Cardone, not without mentors, right? Not me. There's no way in hell I would be where I am without mentors. I've had many mentors and I'm going to have many, many more. Warren Buffett, right? Even him, he had mentors. He had Benjamin Graham. He had multiple mentors, right? And he's still studying people. And even Jesus himself, if you think about it hard enough, not even Jesus is accomplishing what he did without a mentor. right? And we all have that same mentor. So think about it, guys. We all need mentors. So when you're building the interest of somebody, let them know that they're getting you, right? They're getting you, not just the network marketing company, right? And that you have a proven system that can guarantee to move towards their goals, right? I can guarantee somebody that I can move you towards your goals, right? Because I know the process we teach is science and it's not based on opinion. All right, guys. So again, remember, if you remember from 2 days ago, and I don't know if Maddie had this slide or not, but 2 days ago, this is you and this is okay, right? But this is where you want to go. More than likely, I'm guessing most of you guys want to hit 6 or 7 figures a month, right? I don't think you'd be up this late, especially you guys in London, if you weren't. So you got to understand where you are and where you want to go, right? Now, guys, let me ask you this. Type of 1 in the chat. Have I got your attention? Did I build some attention with these slides? Right? Because this is what you guys got to do. You got to get good at your presentation. You got to become a crack shot at your presentation. Now, most of you guys, the presentation is really just piquing interest, pressing play on a video, telling your story, and getting a hold of your upline. But you want to master that as well. You want to master that. All right, guys? So the next step here is interest, keeping interest. You want to ask sincere questions, right? How long have you been at your job? Do you love your job? Is it your passion? It's like, well, now it's, I like my job, but it's really, when I get out of college, my family was in construction, so I went in construction. I've kind of been there ever since, You want to get into discovery mode. What do they want? What moves them? More than likely, your business can help them get what they want. But if you don't know what they want, then how are you going to close the sale? Think about that. Most of you guys are just getting into a mode where you're just presenting your business, but you don't even know what they want. You don't know their pain points, right? Maybe they got kids going to college soon. Maybe they want to retire their wife. Maybe they burnt out at their job. But there's a whole host of things, right? But you want to ask some key questions and do a little bit of discovery, right? And then remember, conscious, subconscious body. Most of what they're telling you is going to be the paradigms. A lot of times they might not give you the nuggets. Pay attention to their body when you're asking certain questions. What would it be like if you could earn an extra, 1 to 5,000 a month part-time? Ask a question like that and see what happens with their body. It's like, well, I'm doing pretty good. I do well, You can pay attention to body language and catch some of this stuff. All right, we got to raise their vibration, right? You can lean into them. Even on a Zoom, I can lean into you guys. I can raise your vibration. I can raise my tonalities and do gestures, and I can get you guys jumping, right? You can raise the vibrations. You want to learn how to do that over time. And again, guys, with network marketing, educate them a little bit. Over $200 billion a year industry. Is this a pyramid scheme? It's like, is Amazon a pyramid scheme? There's more money in network marketing than there is in Amazon. So understand some of this stuff. There's more millionaire network marketers than there are millionaire realtors in the world. Think about that, right? Recession-proof home-based business. Right? Now, I don't know your individual companies, but a lot of network marketing companies, or some of them have a recession-proof side to it, home-based, right? During times of recession, more people are home and laid off and they can work. So a lot of times we're solving problems just like right now. So with some of these statistics that you have here, get good at these. Educate them, right? Most global thought leaders, like the Robert Kiyosakis, the Richard Bransons, the Bob Proctors, every single one of them are huge fans of network marketing. Why is it that these multi-millionaires and billionaires are fans of network marketing, but your buddy across the street is like, is that a pyramid scheme, right? It's ignorance. Ignorance just means not knowing. This is where you learn, right? You can be talking to an engineer. It's like, well, how long did you go to school? It's like, well, I got my master's with 6 years and a couple of $100,000. Well, cool. Anybody in network marketing that spends 6 solid years, right? They're going to be making what you earn in a year and a month. And I don't say that to belittle what you're doing. That's just the deal. A serious professional network marketer, you can't be in network marketing seriously for 6 years and not make 6 figures a year or a month, right? Unless the company closes or there's some freaky thing like that. But I worked at the General Electric company for 10 years and they closed. So that's not a network marketing thing. That's just a business thing. All right, guys. So, and then you got to build desire. Step 3, build desire. What would change in the life of the prospect? What would an extra 1,000 or 2,000 a month do? What would you do with that? Would that help? Ask questions like that. If they could just put their mortgage on autopilot, that would free up some things, right? If their wife could stay home, if they could make an extra few grand, right? Instead of doing whatever job she hates and coming home all frustrated, taking out on the family, What would that mean? Ask these questions, build desire. And how does it feel? You want to use words like that. What would it feel like? What would it look like? When I ask you what it feels like, I'm saying, what would it vibrate like? When I say, what would it look like? I'm causing you to get into your imagination, right? What are they missing in their lives? What are they missing? And then how can you help? Present the ways that your model could possibly help. And I always ask people, listen, let's do a worst case scenario. What's the worst thing that can happen? We jump in together. It's a couple of $100. I hold your hand. We take a shot at this thing. And, 6 months goes by and you find out it's really not for you. That's about the worst thing that could happen, right? You got to minimize. You got to bring it out. A lot of these people are like, oh, I don't know, man. And it's like, dude, it's $200. You spent that last week or 2 weeks ago on a dinner, right? You spent more than that in the past month on just coffee. So you want to get good at this language and then find out what they're missing and how you guys can help. Build that desire. Right? So I want you guys to imagine, right now, the business you're in, whatever company you're in, I want you to think about the top income earner in the company. All right. Type a 1 in the chat when you have that in your mind. Think about the top income earner in your company. Then type a 1 in the chat when you got it. Okay, you guys got it? Now I want you to imagine the lifestyle of that person or people. It might be a couple of people. What does it look like? What are they doing? What do you see them doing? And having fun? Are they speaking in front of thousands? Right? Are they doing anything else? Are they able to survive just off of their network marketing company? Right? They started to dabble in real estate. I want you to imagine yourself, because at some point they started exactly where you started. Let that one sink in. The top distributor in your company, they started exactly where you started. Same everything. No difference. No leg up here, right? That's the thing about network marketing is everybody starts the same. And I want you to really imagine what that would be like 6 months, 12 months from now. Like if you draw a line in the sand right here and right now from this seminar, you put this seminar to use, right? You join us in the Mindset Masters. We take a 12-month shot at this thing. I want you to imagine where you would be. And then here's the only question you got to answer. Here's the only question you got to answer. So guys, type a 7 in the chat. Are you willing? Are you willing? That's the only thing you got to answer. A bunch of 7s, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens in 12 months, right? See, a lot of people set a 12-month goal. It's like, man, in 12 months, I'm going to be making 6 figures a month. And then 12 months goes by and they hit their goal because their goal was in 12 months to hit 6 figures. And right, that's always 12 months away, 12 months away, 12 months away. You got to be now. I'm making 6 figures now in my mind. See the difference, right? So that's the question you got to answer, guys, right? So let me ask you this, guys. Did I build some desire? Did I build some desire for you in your company and what you're doing right now? Some of you guys want to rejoin your business again, right? Because it's an awesome industry, man. I mean, this is where everything happens. This is where entrepreneurship is thriving. All right, guys. Now here's the deal. Once you've built that desire, you've built that attention, right? You got to show the clients how you can help them. We're in this together. The closing question that I use after I've showed somebody this, does this make sense? Are you up for doing this together? Write that one down. Are you up for doing this together? Best closing statement I've ever heard in my life. I use that for everything. Could be a $200 network marketing deal or a $100,000 coaching client. Are you up for doing this together? Right? You take one step, I'll take 2. Let them know that they're not just getting the company, they're getting you. Make it a no-brainer to work with you. Remove all the resistance points. It's okay that you only have 5 hours a week. I'll work with you here. We can work here, plug into a training here. We'll meet on Fridays, right? Make it a no-brainer, guys. And then get them signed up, right? When they're in, you want to have everything prepared. You want to be able to sign them up. Don't be caught in the case where like somebody's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go now. And you're like, I don't have access to my internet, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. Make sure that you anticipate closing the deal. You should be expecting to close the deal. Think about that. Every single time you present the business, are you prepared to close the deal right there and then? If you're not, then you're rookie. That's a rookie mistake. You should be expecting them to sign up. Think about it. You should be expecting them to sign up. Why wouldn't they? You did. Somebody educated you and you signed up. Why wouldn't they sign up? Instead of saying, why would they all the time? Like, get into a vibration, posture up. You want to be shocked when they don't sign up. I look at people like cross-eyed, like they're crazy or something. Like, you're not interested. You don't see the value, right? To me, that's just bizarre when they don't sign up. So because I'm in that vibration, almost everybody I show my business model signs up. And I don't say that to impress you. It's just, it is what it is, right? I don't have to talk to 100 people a week anymore. If I talk to 5 people, 4 of them sign up. And you guys can hit those numbers too. Anybody can. If I can, you can, right? So guys, think about that. Be prepared to sign them up. And then get them plugged into the system. You want to be a responsible sponsor. You want to be a responsible sponsor. Once you sign them up, that's not like, oh, they're in. They're going to die on the vine. If you don't get them plugged in, do a 3-way call, like connect them to your upline, show them that you got to, plug in here, plug in there. This is what we do. Let's get on some of these things together. Let's reach out to the first 10 people together. If you don't do that, most of the people that sign up in your company, they'll be gone within 30 to 60 days. That's just the facts, man. You've probably seen it yourself. Matter of fact, if you've seen people in your company come and go, that's why it is. You don't have a duplicatable system where people are showing people how to be successful. You change this one thing, your entire business is going to flourish, and you're going to hold on to these people because you're going to be duplicating that, right? Hold their hand to achieve that first win. And then it's consistency, persistence, and let go and let God. All right, guys? So you got to take action, action, action. That's the sign up. Now, once somebody's signed up, again, don't think you're done. You're just getting started. When you sign a new distributor, you're just getting started. That's step 1, right? The other steps are demonstrating results. Show them your results or show them your upline's results. Show them results and how to get them. Demonstrate the results. Give evidence of the results, right? Not bragging, actual evidence. At that point, when somebody's a distributor, it's okay to connect them with other people that are really killing it and talking about, the incomes and stuff, as long as they're real incomes, right? Solidify the partnership, right? Congratulate them. Congratulate them for making a good decision, for working with you, and show them, listen, this is going to be work, but we're going to go to the top together. As long as you do this, this, and this, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be helping you. All right, guys, so solidify the deal. All right, guys, again, wealth is 95% mindset, 5% what you do, right? So everything is decision. Look at these people we keep using these slides. Grant Cardone, he doesn't mess around. He makes decisions. And this is what you want to tell people, right? Listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be a leap of faith. Do it, don't do it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be showing 5 more people this week. I would love to work with you, but let's not confuse the issue. I don't need you to work with me. Does that make sense? But you're going to make a decision. Right now, you're hemming and hawing about a $200 decision in a part-time business. And if you're doing that here, it's probably showing up in other areas of your life, right? So you guys want to make decisions like decision makers. Don't get caught in indecision with your lives, guys. And you want to project that to other people. All right, guys. And the last part of the path to agreement is service. Don't just give them lip service. Dude, we're gonna crush it. I'm here for you. Then you sign them up and they get crickets. They're trying to get a hold of you. You're not responding, right? You're not helping. You're not doing any of the stuff you said, right? Over-deliver to your downline. Over-deliver to them, right? Become a servant leader and watch what happens. Now, I'm not telling you to be at their beck and call and start answering, every stupid question they have. There's a back office for that. But if they're calling you for a 3-way call, if they need you to do a presentation, if they need you to help close a deal or help just do it a couple more times, then you want to get on those calls. You want to help those people out, right? Over-deliver to your downline. Ensure that success and satisfying experience. Believe in your downline more than they believe in themselves. Think about that one. By now, guys, you know at least a little bit about vibration. You can put energy out. You can move somebody with energy, right? During the course of this webinar, I've had you guys shaking your head. You don't realize this, but I've had you shaking your head. You're typing 1, you're typing 7. I'm using language to cause you to hit the keyboard. I can use words and tonalities and vibrations to cause you guys to do things. You can do the same thing. Human beings do it all the time. Believe in your downline with that energy more than they believe in themselves. All right? Think about that, guys. And then get in harmony with God and the impression of increase. I don't care if people sign up in your business. I just care that you impact them on the journey. And they'll care too. If you're more interested in them and you're more interested, so listen, whether you do this business or not is irrelevant to me. Hopefully during our interaction here, I'm going to educate you a little bit. I'm going to maybe inspire you, open your mind to some things. And if you decide you want to work with me, that's great. But more important than that, I want to leave you better off than I found you. I want to let you know that there's options out there, and you don't have to stay just in your job if that's not what you want. So get in harmony with the impression of increase, guys. All right, guys, and I use this all the time. Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You can't do what you did yesterday if you're trying to 10x your goals, right? Not unless you're on the path and yesterday you reached out to 100 people, right? But by and large, most of the people you're running into, they're expecting different results, but they're just doing the same stuff they did yesterday. So we can show them some new things, right? And right in your presentation, you could have that slide from Albert Einstein. It really hits their mind. You got to do things differently. All right, guys. So again, in the Mindset Masters, what we're doing is we're working with this stuff. Daily live coaching, that spaced repetition of content. We have the Monday Night Masterminds. Again, this is 67 cents a day, guys. Free admission to all Matrix events. Now, we do a lot of free seminars, but we also do paid ones. And even the paid ones, you guys get admission to. And we get access to industry top coaches. Last Monday night, we had an amazing young friend of mine on the Mindset Masters, and he just blew everybody away. He's a master at branding and marketing, and he's coaching as well, business coaching, things of that nature. And he's half my age, and we had him on the Mindset Masters. We're going to do a lot more of that stuff, guys. So ton of value in there. So what we're going to talk about now, guys, is just a little bit about the law of attraction or magnetism, right? When you guys set a goal, a new goal, 100K a month, whatever that is, you have it in your conscious mind, but it's not in your subconscious mind, right? And this is why we have the Mindset Masters to teach you who and what you are and how to get the goal from your conscious to your subconscious. So it'll cause your body to move, vibrate the body, move, right, into action to start to create all these things that you said you wanted, right? This is the deal. All of the things that you want in life already exist. You're just not a vibrational match for them yet. Think about that. As soon as you think of something, the thought energy of the thing is there. And since everything in the universe started as thought, that boat, the Porsche Tower, that vacation, right? Everything you're looking at, that all started as energy. Somebody had to think about designing the boat. Somebody had to think about designing the Porsche Tower. So there's energy in everything, vibration in everything. So the things that you want are already here. That's why we got to concentrate on what we want and not where we are, not our bank account now, not the past, not if somebody says yes or no. But if you get depressed or sad about something, that is not in the vibration of your goals. So you're moving away from them. Let me show you a couple other pictures here, guys. You are a magnet. You're not like a magnet. You are a magnet. You are an electromagnetic being. Warren Buffett is a magnet for wealth. Think about that. He is a wealth magnet. He is on a high vibration attracting wealth. And it's the same thing, right? So what happens as you're doing this, as you raise your vibration, you're becoming a stronger magnet to pull the things, the people, places, things, and circumstances into your life. Guys, there's multi-million-dollar real estate deals all around you. You're just not on the frequency of the deal, so you're not hearing it. You're not attracting the people, so you're not in those circles. See, billionaires hang out with billionaires, and depressed people hang out with depressed people. A lot of you guys got to change your circles. Start attracting new people. All right, and that's not a good or a bad, and there's no judgment here. I was rowing the same boat of ignorance for 43 years, guys. I am just now aware. Notice I say I'm not any better than anybody. I'm just more aware. All right, guys. So think about this. Is the law of magnetism. People call it the law of attraction, but it's a law of magnetism. If you learn to raise your vibration, you will attract the things you want into your life. Is it starting to make sense, guys? Type a 1 in the chat if these pictures are helping you really understand who and what you are, because you are an electromagnetic being. When somebody has charisma and character and they light up a room, that's magnetism. They're in a high vibration. It is attractive. Even when we say somebody's attractive, physical beauty is vibration. It's the vibratory form of the thing, of the person. So the word attractive means vibration, right? It means frequency and vibration. All right, guys, so that's what we're doing here. And again, Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. And the information we teach in the Mindset Masters is exactly what was in Henry Ford's mind. Warren Buffett, right? What we teach in the Mindset Masters is exactly how this man thinks and acts and operates. Even Grant Cardone, the guy will go on TV and say that the law of attraction is bullshit. He's advertising his ignorance. He is a prime example of somebody in a high vibration. The guy's always going 1,000,000 miles an hour, 10x, 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 like, that's vibration. He's pulling people to him. So even though he advertises his ignorance about what this is, and he cannot teach this, he is a prime example. And the information we teach that's in his mind is what we teach in the Mindset Masters. And a lot of you guys know Alex. I know that from the IML crew. The information we teach in the Mindset Masters is exactly what Bob taught me. And Bob is teaching Alex as well. So guys, if you haven't joined the Mindset Masters yet, the definition of insanity is not doing the same thing over and over again. The definition of insanity is watching 3 days of these webinars and not joining us yet. All right, guys, we created this so that nobody gets left behind. Nobody gets left behind. All right, guys, I'm going to drop a link in here. If you want to join us in the Mindset Masters, you can click on that link. The link's right here as well. There's a lot of people from all over the world. We got the Wolf in the house. We got Frank the Tank in the house. A lot of my team is in here. We're coming up on 700 members, moving towards 1,000,000, and you guys can be part of the movement. So that's my time here tonight, guys. Hopefully you've got a lot of value, a ton of value over the last 3 days. Again, if you've registered for the event, we're going to bundle this up. Go ahead and type a 1 in the chat, guys. If you get a lot of value, go ahead and give us some love here. Let us know that we get some value. We try to over-deliver. We're always trying to over-deliver. Awesome. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Again, I'm going to drop the link in the chat here one last time and get that for you. It's also up on the screen there, guys. And I'm going to wish you guys a great night. It's been an amazing 3 days. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks for all the people that helped promote this. It was good to see you. Feel free to share this with your teams. This is really good network marketing training for your teams. You guys could put your own master classes together on a Zoom and just press play on this video. Feel free to share it, call it your own, do whatever you want. We're just giving this out, giving it out. Again, thanks for coming, guys. Be well, and God bless. We'll see you soon.